Welcome back to the Voice of the Coast. I am your host, Danica. Along with me, we have Brigitte London. She is a national recording artist, and she's located right here in St. Mary Parish, Morgan City to be more specific. And she is home for the holidays. I'm saying that because that's the concert that's coming up at the Teche Theatre. Now, is that your first time going to be performing at the Teche Theatre?
It is. I'm really looking forward to it. What a beautiful little spot. I love it.
And let me tell you something, I have family that typically comes in for holidays, and this would be perfect for families to get together and actually do something and just really sit back, relax, and enjoy a night of really good music. And it's not just one night, it's 3 nights. You're actually just one of the headliners on one of those nights. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You'll be taking Saturday to perform, but it's not just you. There's another national recording artist that's going to be joining you, and that's Mudbone. How did you guys hook up together to get this gig?
Well, we have toured together in the past multiple times and love performing together, and he loves coming down to the bayou and said he would love to come down and do the Christmas show with me. And I said, I think it would just be so fun. We're like families, like my brothers, so we love playing music together, and we both love that bridge between country and soul. He does a lot of blues. He's great in bluegrass, and so we're going to do a mixture of our original music and holiday music, and it is a perfect time for families to come out.
Now, I know music is your love, and you're getting back on stage, and this is going to be your first time in quite some time?
This will be my first time locally. I did perform at the Pensacola Beach Songwriter Festival this year and did some events there in October. But I had to take a break for some health reasons for a few years, and I'm so excited to be healthy and great and back. So this is kind of a special, super special night, you know. And I really fell in love with that theater when I went to visit it, you know, so.
We like to call it kind of our little gym of St. Mary Parish. And I think once you step inside and you kind of just look at everything and kind of get a feel for it. So
it's so
can't
intimate.
wait. Yes, it is. That's exactly the word. It's a very intimate setting. And I think it's a night not just for families, but for couples. I mean, come on out. Why not? So, of course, stick around. We're going to hear a little bit from Brigitte. But in the meantime, tell me, what was the invitation like? I mean, you know, you said you hadn't been doing it for a while, and then what happened?
Well, and then I was actually reached out by a scholar from your husband, actually, Long reached out to me. He's on the board, and he had heard me perform out on the bayou and asked if I would be available. They were going to start doing these special concerts at the theater, and I said, absolutely, and it was just the timing of it. The fact that I hadn't been performing, and what a perfect environment, and it's Christmas, and it just had such good energy about it, and I, you know, was like, absolutely, but it feels so invigorating, and I'm so grateful to be healthy and performing, and I can't wait to share a magical evening with everybody. You know, music, it helps us all connect, you know, so even if there's some out there that are feeling a little lonely during the holiday season, or they're by themselves, you know, as well, it's perfect for families or couples. But if you're by yourself, come on out and spend a night with us, you know.
I mean, 3 nights. So Clay Boudreaux,
all night.
A local favorite, going to be on Friday. You and Mudbone on Saturday, and then coming up the rear on Sunday at 6 o'clock is going to be the Tri-City Gospel Ensemble. You said something I really love. Music is a way to connect. People love, and it's a language.
It is.
You really connect with people through music. I can tell you, you mentioned my husband. He loves just about every genre of music. We could sit on our patio, go from country to R&B, to hip hop, and to jazz in one setting. So I think it's something for people to get out and do something. It's only $20.
Each night, right?
Sorry, I know you're a national recording artist, but $20, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but you can't go to any concerts for $20.
No, and that's really to also to help, you know, help support the theater as well. But I mean, you know, they could theoretically come all 3 nights. You get a whole different show each night.
So of course the time has come, because we would like to know, we want to hear a little something from Brigitte London.
This is a little song of mine called Louisiana Moon. Louisiana moon shining on down on me, stirring me up, making me wild. Tell me, darling, where you be? I got a restless wind blowing inside of me. Alabama sun, shining down on me, stirring me up and making me hot. Tell me, darling, where you be? I got a restless wind blowing inside of me. Are you waiting for a sign, baby? Waiting for a sign. The sign says go, go, go. The sign says go.
Welcome back. The smile has been implanted on my face. I have this wonderful lady here who is just giving me this personal concert. Welcome back, Brigitte London. We're so happy to have you. And we're saying welcome back because this is kind of a reunion for you, not only to the stage locally, but also with Mudbone. When's the last time you guys performed together?
The last time that we performed together was at the Princess Theatre back in 2019. In August of 2019, we did a big show there, and that was the last time we've been on stage together. So
and here we are, 2024, going in 2025. How is it going to be? What I mean, he's like, I'm sure, like a brother.
oh yeah, he's definitely like he's like my little brother.
Yeah.
You know, he's amazing. He is very impressive. I mean, he charted on the Americana charts with 2 albums. His debut first 2 records. He did a double album coming out of the gate. All independently, tours all over. He's always on the road. He tries to get down here as much as he can because he fell in love with the Bayou when he used to come down when we had the last Honky Tonk Music series. But I love writing music with him. We've written together and we play music together, and it's kind of like a family reunion, you know. And at Christmas time, it just all works.
What's your inspiration when you write or when you sing? I mean, listening to you, I'm watching you, and you kind of sing with your whole self.
Well, I came out singing. Music has been in me. I was born with music, and I had a rather challenging upbringing, and so music was my way of coping and surviving, and it was actually to my benefit because it enabled me to find such a wonderful channel for, connecting with people and just feeling spiritual, I guess, is the word, you know, and I started performing professionally at age 11.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you said something that stuck out. It's spiritual for you.
Absolutely.
Not only is it a connection, but many people do feel it spiritually. What goes on through your mind, your body, your soul whenever you're singing?
I feel connected. I feel connected to God. I feel connected to everyone. And music is the thread of light that connects us all. And it has such an ability to transport us, you know, to a place where we're all there. We're all the same. You know, there's none of the noise.
Yes.
You know. So
country soul. I don't know if that's been coined or not, but that's what we're going to get on Saturday at the Teche Theatre. How did that come about? What's that sound like?
Like we want to let people know, if they weren't familiar with myself or Mudbone's music, what they were going to get. Mudbone performs. He's a phenomenal blues player, and he's also a phenomenal bluegrass player as well. And so his music, he does a mixture of both, and my music is a mixture of country, soul, and blues. So you kind of get a melting pot because it's not just one thing. It's kind of everything all into one. And then plus we're going to do a few Christmas songs too.
Yes.
So,
I mean, home for holidays. You know,
absolutely.
That's definitely. We also have, again, let's talk about Eventbrite because that's where tickets are. $20, not bad at all. And something you said, go all 3 days. And enjoy a night out just to get away and just to kind of sing some songs, listen to some new songs. Speaking of new songs, will there be any new songs that you're going to be premiering with us, or just all from your own repertoire already?
Well, I actually have a brand new song. I'm not going to play it here. We'll play it at the theater, but I'm really excited about it. I'm actually going to record in Macon, Georgia at the infamous Capricorn Studios in January. New record, but I'm going to put it on there, and it'll be the title track. It's called Diamond Day, and it's about, feeling it's a diamond day, you know.
I'm just saying this. First and foremost, you came to us as a national recording artist. You're about to go back out. $20 is not bad. You better catch her now because we may never have this opportunity ever again. So to get back on the stage, and then also too with Mudbone, is it going to be acoustic? We'll both be acoustic. We'll both have acoustic guitars, and he actually
has kind of a drum box that he also plays with his foot. He's amazing. And we will, you know, definitely be having a good time. And I just want to invite people, the theater, if you've never been to the Teche Theatre, it's a wonderful place to hear a concert, because I got to go kind of sample it out a little bit when they asked me to do the show, and it's wonderful. Love the intimacy there, and just a great thing, something to do for the holidays.
That's right. At the Teche Theatre, 7 o'clock on Friday, 7 o'clock on Saturday, and 6 o'clock on Sunday. Come on out all 3 days. If not, you have Brigitte on Saturday. Either way, you're going to win. So Teche Theatre, going to Eventbrite. Thank you very much, and thank you. We'll see you guys shortly. Come on back.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to the Voice of the Coast. I am your host, Danica Long. Here's a face that we are quite familiar with, Erremzimbalist Randle, who's the founder of EBP Boxing Center. Now, the last time we were here, we were talking about your scholarship, and you've now moved into the realm of boxing,
Yes.
as well as tutoring and mentoring, everything community. You were able to pull this off within a matter of like 6 months.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels great, to be honest with you. It feels absolutely great. But you know, it couldn't be possible without the support of the committee and the community. So I'm absolutely thrilled.
What happens from here? When you open up a boxing center, what are your hopes for the community?
Well, first and foremost, a safe haven for the kids. We want to make sure that the kids have somewhere to go to not only box, but mentorship and a place for them to grow individually.
Yeah. Now, the grand opening of the very first center will be in Franklin at the former J.A. Hernandez, the former Willow Street School. Everyone knows that area, 1400 Willow Street, on December 21st from 12 to 3 o'clock p.m. Now, you've pulled in all these community members and leaders. Is this going to be a volunteer-run center?
Well, initially it's going to be a volunteer-run center, but hopefully we hoping that it's self-sustainable. Where we know it's going to be self-sustainable, and eventually we're going to migrate going, I believe, west, and then we're going to migrate going east. So eventually, I'm hoping that we'll be having enough community engagement where we could start paying some of these volunteers, because I know after a while, you know, if you're not compensated for your time, people tend to get worn out. So hopefully, it might not be much, but we will start, you know, compensating the volunteers.
This is kind of really, like I said, it's taken off because initially when we talked, the location were Morgan City, Patterson, Franklin.
Yeah.
So far, Franklin is here. Where do we go from here?
Morgan City. We're going to Morgan City. Morgan City is next. They already delegated us some space, so we're looking forward to making it happen out here. That's the next move. And then from there, we're going to Patterson. And then from Patterson, we're going to a little area called West St. Mary.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, even outside of St. Mary.
Oh well, yeah, we have bigger goals. My goal is to have this in every major city within the United States. That's the goal.
Okay. Yes.
However, we're gonna start off with this parish, and then we hope to migrate, like I said, east and then west, and continue to grow.
What did boxing do for you? What do you think that it'll do for the kids? Because, you know, it's a different generation. You know, what do you think it's going to do for these kids today?
Structure. When I say that, you know, once you have the structure in place, you can build off of that. And that's something, once it's there, it's there. Once it's instilled in you, it never leaves. I mean, wherever you go, you know, if you have that structure, if you've been given the key elements for structure, then, you know, it's there for life.
Who will benefit from this? What ages? What age group?
From ages 8 to 18 initially, girls and boys. So, I mean, the girls are here too, so we got to make it where it's, you know, it's both genders. Yeah. So.
Now, while of course you have Franklin, what are some of the other areas where they'll be competing? Because do we have other boxing locations that they'll be competing
There
against?
are many other boxing locations around the United States, but we're going to fight in the LBC. That's the local boxing, you know, with the USA Confederation. For example, there are clubs in Lafayette that nobody talks about because they don't get the notoriety that I think they should. But nobody seems to be engaging those type of sports because, let's face it, I mean, you look at boxing, people think about this antiquated, barbaric type sport, but it's not. It's absolutely not, because it teaches you a lot. It teaches you confidence, teaches you patience, strength. Just it builds character, you know. And the thing about this here sport, Ms. Danica, is that we don't engage the kids for 3 months, 6 months like most sports. We engage them all year round. And we keep them from 8 to 10. I'm sorry, from 8 to 18, which is 10 years. So they have a much longer time to be mentored and, you know, to be within our safe havens.
We have 30 seconds left. I know this has to be at least law enforcement. They have to be right on board with you. Is that right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, Mr. JP, you know, he's one of our committee members, and we have Mr. Adolph Parker. And as a matter of fact, I just finished talking with him, and he's going to be head of security as well. But I just want to let everybody know this is just not boxing. You know, this is something. It's a community center almost, but we will have boxing in there along with STEM, along with tutoring and everything else.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. We're going to come on back. You guys stay with us right here on The Voice of the Coast. Welcome back to the Voice of the Coast. Now we have a new guest, JP Henry, which is the very first time of him joining me on the Voice of the Coast. Welcome.
How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing pretty good. So, of course, we're still talking about the EBP Community Center, the Boxing Center, which is going to be the very first one, 1400 Willow Street in Franklin. We had Mr. Erremzimbalist himself, the founder of the organization. And how did you get involved with the organization?
So, Mr. Randle called me one day and just asked me if I'd like to be a part of the organization and be on this committee.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you, I just talked to him the last segment. Poof, here we are. And we were talking about law enforcement and targeting, you know, some of the age group that's known to kind of get into some issues, right, that you yourself as law enforcement. So 8 to 18, he's going to be targeting those individuals, young men and young girls, young ladies. As a law enforcement agent, how does that make you feel, having those kids being involved with something so positive?
So, I mean, I've always thought it was very important to bring the youth into something that has them, keeping them busy, you know, and I think this is an opportunity to keep those that age group busy by learning how to box. And then like Mr. Randle had said, it's not just boxing. The biggest issue is, the biggest thing to take out of it is they're going to be some mentorships where we may be able to come in there and talk to some of these kids, let them know that we're just people as law enforcement and that they know that in the community. And I mean, I think that'll go a long way with what they have going on to try to mentor these young kids.
Now, in your past years, were you a boxer?
I was not.
I kind of see it, though, you know. No boxing? Okay.
No boxing.
Yeah, but you bring law enforcement experience.
Yes.
And how important is that for kids to see you at a boxing center?
I mean, like I said, I think it would be a big opportunity for us as law enforcement to be able to show our face and so that people can see that, you know, we're not just, you know, police officers on the streets always having to deal with them on bad situations, but now on a positive situation, we can bring in our information, you know, that we do, what we do to the organization so that we can better the community, you know, and keep these kids busy and doing stuff like that.
Now, there are other locations that are planned. I'm sure with that, need some duckies, need some money. Are you guys looking for donations?
Yeah, so the organization, you can donate to the organization, and that is to help with all the stuff that's going on with it. I know there's a lot of expenses involved in this. So, I mean, I would encourage people to support this organization in every way you can. You know, that way they can buy all the things they need. I'm sure all the boxing equipment, the ring is a big cost. And everything involved in it is going to cost money, so you know how that goes. Yeah.
Now, I mean, just as a layperson myself, I'm excited to just see the ring. I want to get in the ring. I want to feel the ropes. I just want to do kind of like some, maybe not boxing.
You want to get in the ring with me?
Oh,
no.
You know, can we do the DDT? How about that? Yeah, I've been wanting to do that on somebody.
That's not boxing.
No, I know, but it's a ring, though. Yeah. No? Okay, all right. Well, but the excitement has definitely been spreading all around this community. And you're on the board with it's a group of people that feel like this is necessary. And it's going to be brought over to Morgan City, and you're closer to Morgan City. You think you'll be a part of the Morgan City one?
I'm hoping to just be a part of the organization in general, just to be able to help. And I mean, I'm looking forward to go and check out be there part for the grand opening to see how many people show up. And then we encourage people to show up to that grand opening so that they can see if you are donating to the organization, you can see what you're donating to. So.
You're a part of quite a lot of things. I mean, you're also here as a chamber member. So
Quite a few.
Does that also that's also pretty good for chamber? I mean, does
Yeah,
that
I
look
mean,
good?
that way we could share that information and blast it out there as much as we can so that we can support it in any way that we can. I'm hoping the community comes together and supports it because it's going to be a huge thing, I think, for the community because, again, it's going to keep these kids maybe that may have some issues on the streets to come to an organized facility to do it, you know, so.
Well, here it is. December 21st is the day to come on out, 12 to 3. Come and register your child. Again, from 8 to 18, those are the ages that they're targeting. Not only is it a boxing center, it's also mentorship. There'll be some STEM programs going on and tutoring. So come on out, check it out, 1400 Willow Street in Franklin, and just wait for it because they'll be spreading all throughout South Louisiana and moving on to greater and greener pastures. All right, thank you very much. We'll see you guys next time. I am Danica Long.